On the vast African savanna, two apex predators reign. One, a symbol of raw power and royalty. The other, a master of endurance and teamwork. This is the story of the eternal conflict between lions and African wild dogs, a battle for territory, for food, and for survival itself. As the sun casts its first golden rays across the plains, the land awakens. Hidden within the tall, dew-kissed grass, a silent tension builds. The world here is divided between the hunter and the hunted, and the line between them is razor-thin. From the shadows, the king emerges. A magnificent male lion, his muscles rippling with contained energy, rises from his rest. His gaze is sharp, his eyes scanning the horizon. This is his kingdom, and he is its undisputed ruler. Every scent on the wind, every distant sound, is a piece of information, a clue to the day's challenges. He is the guardian of his pride, a living fortress of strength and authority. But on a distant ridge, a different kind of power gathers. A pack of African wild dogs, their painted coats a blur of earthy colors, appears like ghosts in the morning light. Their bodies are coiled springs of kinetic energy, their satellite dish ears swiveling, capturing every nuance of the environment. They are a single, coordinated entity, a superorganism driven by a collective will to survive. Spreading out across the open ground, they move with incredible speed and efficiency, a testament to their legendary stamina. The lion senses the intrusion. A deep, guttural roar erupts from his chest, a sound that shakes the very air and sends a clear message across the plains: this territory is taken. The wild dogs pause, their heads up, instantly assessing the challenge. They are outnumbered and outmuscled, but they are not easily intimidated. Their strength lies in their numbers and their cunning strategy. With a sudden explosion of dust and fury, the lion charges. It's a display of pure, intimidating force, designed to scatter the intruders. And scatter they do. The pack splits in a dozen directions, a chaotic, calculated retreat. The lion, momentarily confused by the coordinated chaos, skids to a halt, pivoting to focus on the nearest target. A wild dog leaps sideways, dodging the lion's powerful jaws by a fraction of an inch. It's a dance of death where a single misstep means oblivion. The massive jaws snap shut on empty air, a terrifying sound that echoes the near-fatal consequence. The pack regroups behind the safety of a termite mound, their panting breaths visible in the cool air. Their strategy is to harass, to test, to find a weakness. Then one of the dogs does something extraordinary. It drops to the ground, utterly still, feigning death. The lion, intrigued and suspicious, approaches the motionless form, sniffing cautiously. It's a risky gambit. The lion is distracted just long enough for the other dogs to create a diversion. As the great cat turns to chase the moving targets, the dead dog springs to its feet and vanishes into the grass. A brilliant, life-saving deception. The pack has lost this first skirmish, but they have survived, retreating to fight another day. The lion stands victorious, his chest heaving, asserting his dominance over the field. The struggle for survival never ceases. Elsewhere, a lioness is leading her vulnerable cubs across an open patch of ground, seeking cover. Suddenly, they are ambushed. The wild dogs emerge from the bush, forming a tight circle around the small family. The odds have shifted. The lioness is alone, and her precious cubs are at risk. Her maternal instinct ignites. She lets out a ferocious roar, a sound far more desperate and menacing than the male's territorial warning. She lowers her body, becoming a shield of muscle and fang, ready to die for her offspring. The wild dogs, faced with this raw, primal fury, hesitate. They are opportunists, not suicidal. A direct confrontation with a cornered mother is a risk too great. They back away, melting back into the landscape as quickly as they appeared. Later, the dogs are successful. They bring down a kill and begin to feed, their social hierarchy on full display as they share the meal with frantic efficiency. But their feast is short-lived. A silhouette on the horizon spells trouble. It's the lion. He hasn't hunted this meal, but his presence alone is enough. The wild dogs know the rules of the savannah. Might makes right. They instantly abandon their hard-won carcass and flee. The lion approaches calmly, the undisputed king claiming his tribute. He feeds alone, undisturbed, while the frustrated pack can only watch from a safe distance. This is the harsh reality of life on the plains. What is earned through teamwork and stamina can be lost in an instant to sheer, overwhelming power. The day wears on, and the territorial dispute continues. The lions patrol their boundaries, scent marking their domain, reinforcing their claim. The persistent wild dogs refuse to give up, darting in and out, testing the borders, looking for any opening. Again, the male lion charges, a golden blur of muscle, driving the pack back. The dogs are relentless, but the lions are immovable. Finally, the pack scatters for good, conceding the heart of the territory to the pride. With the immediate threat gone, the lions turn their attention to a more substantial prize. A herd of buffalo grazes peacefully, unaware of the danger closing in. The pride begins a coordinated stalk, using the terrain to their advantage, moving with a silent, deadly purpose. Then, the explosive charge. The hunt is a chaotic whirlwind of dust, hooves, and horns. The buffalo fights valiantly, but against the combined strength and strategy of the pride, it is a losing battle. The lions secure their meal, a feast that will sustain the pride for days. After they have eaten their fill, they rest, their full bellies a testament to their successful reign. Even as the lions rest, the wild dogs are never far. They watch from a distance, near a waterhole, perhaps hoping for scraps or a moment of weakness. One lion, rousing from its slumber, issues a final aggressive warning. A brief, violent clash erupts, and one of the dogs is bitten, a painful reminder of the lion's dominance. The pack retreats, one of their own limping away from the encounter. The lion stands alone as the sun sets, his silhouette a powerful symbol of his control over this land. The ecosystem is a complex web of overlapping territories. Lions may dominate the open plains, but other predators like hyenas and cheetahs carve out their own niches, constantly navigating the invisible lines drawn by the kings of the savannah. The wild dogs, for their part, retreat deep into the bush. They are survivors. They lick their wounds, regroup, and live to hunt another day, their social bonds their greatest asset. As night falls, the lion's roar echoes one last time, a final declaration of ownership that travels for miles across the darkening landscape. The stars emerge, cold and distant, witnesses to this timeless drama. On the moonlit plains, the lion pride rests, secure in their power. In the shadows, the wild dogs have vanished, masters of the unseen world, forever locked in an epic struggle for their place in the wild heart of Africa.